Hey guys, it's Kenny here. Today we're going to talk about the possible reasons for a society to collapse and possible reasons for a society to have the alarm bells ringing. There have been very devastating school incidents that involved kids hurting other people, unaliving other people, and teachers. So I wanted to talk about the possible reasons for a society to collapse, for a society to have a downfall. So the first reason for this possible collapse could be media, TV, and music industry of the given culture and the given country. I think media-wise, we can think about the influencer culture. I think that kind of ruined it for society because when you see people constantly traveling, living their lives, and making brand deals and making money off of that, people get the idea of, oh, maybe I should quit school and I should do the same thing. Maybe I should just, do something like that to have a shortcut to the money or to a wealthy life. Hence, people do not learn anything. They use all of their energy to promote a brand, to chase sponsorships, and to be on top of these social media sphere and to have followers. So when you use all of your energy to do these kind of things, you don't get enough education, you don't read, you don't improve yourself, you don't take a look at yourself, and you don't really show any effort to get to know yourself first. The other example could be TV. What kind of movies or TV series get the attention, what kind of news are getting the attention, will eventually shape your reality, how you see the world, unless you're doing something else to improve yourselves. But I don't see any reason for someone to improve themselves at the same time, but go and watch TV. It's like a hole that you could just fall in and never come back. And what you see on TV matters because if you're constantly being exposed to movies or TV series like domestic violence, violence towards women, kids, guns, and personal armament, you will feel these things. And the more we are exposed to these things, the more it becomes our normal, the more it becomes just a reality, everyday thing. So at some point, some people who have tendencies towards these things will start to crave these things. And since they have become their normal, they will seek to feel these things in real life. If you have a TV culture that devalues women, devalues working hard, devalues having values and having dignity, and it also glorifies cheating on your partner, doing mafia related things, and forcing people to do things against their wills because you just want to do something, and also individual armament, and it also glorifies being jailed for something wrong that you have done. But instead of reflecting on it, thinking on it, that, oh, that person has done something wrong, it is reflected as a flex in media. So kids seeing this will immediately think, oh, okay, so being jailed is something cool, having a weapon on my own is something cool, being a member of a mafia is something cool. The music culture of the given society is unfortunately a significant part of this collapse. Because if your most popular songs are the ones that devalue women, devalue having dignity, devalue working hard, devalue having a normal body, and then glorify having a certain type of body, or cheating, getting money by force, stealing, unaliving people, beating people. And you can tell a lot from that. And it is not something good because it is not about music anymore. It is about categorizing people and putting them in different classes, because what you listen on a daily basis will shape your mind, will shape your heart, will shape your reality. And the more you're exposed to these lyrics, the more you will feel like, oh, okay, that's just something normal. I can just nickname that person because I don't like their clothes or their bodies, because they have the opposite body of what I had seen on this music video. And this remarkably decreases and damages the capacity of our mind. Because imagine listening to an opera, imagine listening to a classical music piece, and even a song, and hearing lyrics that are talking about talking about the meaning of life, talking about the beauty of a meadow, the beauty of a city. But then you come back to real life and you hear lyrics about how a woman has a certain type of body, how the person A has a lot of money and you don't have a lot of money, and how that person can go all around the world and you're just stuck at home. And the message you're gonna get from that is, I am worthless. Because these people are talking about these extreme things on their songs: money, women, gold, being on top of the food chain. So the second biggest reason of this collapse could be the value of education and the teachers. This is a truth that there are a lot of teachers in our country that are unemployed, and it's just a wound. There is constantly bleeding, and no one does anything about it. Instead, they create more and more tests and exams you have to go through to be something. People constantly immigrate to other countries, to Europe, to other parts of the world, to work as a construction worker, to work as anything, just to be out of this country. And this tells us something very important if you are able to read it. Since people think, oh, I will be out of this country anyway, even with legal ways or illegal ways, I don't have to care about education here. I don't have to care about the school. I don't have to care about my teacher. I don't have to care about improving myself. And I don't have to care about coming to the school regularly. In relation to that, people don't have to worry about improving themselves. People don't have to worry about reading. People don't have to worry about learning something new. They just have to put up with the school, graduate, and just be out of the country to be a worker in another country. So they don't care about education. They don't care about the ones who try to give education to these new generations. They have this mentality of, I'll be out of the country soon, so why do I care? Why would I care? And the third biggest reason could be individual armament in how it reflects on society through media, TV shows, and music. So there's a TV show, and I think in my country it's pretty popular. I don't watch it, but I somehow see it everywhere, the videos. And this is that. I don't want to pronounce the name of it because I don't like it. And as far as I am concerned, it is a TV show about mafias and people that are having these power balances. If you have these kind of series popular and most watched in your country, the kids will learn something from that. They pick something up from that, and they will think eventually, oh, I should have my own weapon too. Either it is something small or something big, either it is something that I could get illegal or legal. But either way, it is wrong. So if the media is negative and is teaching a lesson that is not supposed to be taught, people will learn from that and they will eventually internalize it. Because as human beings, we learn from our environment. We learn from the things that we're constantly exposed to, like we do at schools, right? We teach kids to be kind, to wash their hands, to be kind and helpful towards their friends. So if you're allowing a TV show or series to be aired once a week, and if that TV series is teaching lessons like gun is good, you can force people to do whatever you want to do because you just want to do it. Or if your partner wants to break up with you, you can just hurt them. If that media is teaching that kind of lessons, then you cannot just say, oh, we're going to air the show, but you don't have to learn from that. You don't have to do the exact same thing because we are exposed to it. Even when we know it is wrong, it still takes place in our minds, in our soul, in our energy. And unfortunately, some people just let these things to be manifested in real life. So the other reason for a society's possible downfall would be justice system, the corruption, the holes in justice system. When something smells fishy, you just can clock it. Imagine someone doing something wrong and they have to get a punishment for that. And they deserve 20 years, but they get 10. And this creates a collective idea that says, oh, so if I do the same thing, I will just have 5 years. I will just have a very mild punishment. And this actually encourages people to look at the justice system as something that can be bent. That's something that can be flexed. So people are not afraid of committing crimes. They're not afraid that they would find themselves behind bars because they think, even if I find myself behind bars, it's not going to be 40 years. It's going to be 5 years and then I am out doing the same thing. Overall, all these factors, they combine together and cause a given culture, given society to actually collapse and lose its density. There is protecting the culture, the history of a society.